Hey guys, it's Becca here. I am with Exercises for Injuries. So I chose to do foam rolling today for tight and sore hips. And you know what? This is a good practice for any and all. Chronically tight hips is something that is, going around. We're all in a society that sits a lot and, we all have tight hips. We might also know as we're releasing our hips, sometimes we hold a lot of emotions or tension, in our hips as well. So getting into the foam roller always helps with that. So we're going to be covering all the areas and all the places around our hips that can get tight, such as our quads and our hamstrings, our piriformis, our glutes, and even into the lower back. So if you have your foam roller and your mat, get it. And always, guys, you know yourself better than anybody else. If something is not feeling right, reassess, stop, and figure that out. If you're not sure, talk to your doctor or physio about starting a routine. And if you are recovering from surgery, see what the best timeline is for you to start your management program again. Always important. Now, a couple things I want to consider when we are getting on our foam roller. Sometimes I hear, foam roller sometimes can be painful. Yes, it's like a manual massage for yourself. It's going to get into those deeper muscle groups, and also it's going to get some more circulation into the area, which we want. Now, more pain is not more gain, guys. You really want to listen to your muscles. And if your muscles are tightening up or contracting underneath the foam roller, you gotta stop for a minute, take a couple breaths and loosen up and see if you can relax those muscles. Because if those muscles are bouncing back at you, it means they're not getting what they need, and it's probably worse for you. So seeing if you can relax into the foam roller while you're doing it. Take your time. Take as much time as you need. You might find that some areas are a little tighter than others, so take your time and spend more time on that area. In saying that, don't spend tons and tons of time on one area. Like a few rolls back and forth is probably sufficient. All right, shall we get started? Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's get on our mats and get our roller if you have one, and we will get started. Thanks, guys. So as you see, I've got my roller and my mat set up behind me, and we're just going to start by sitting on top of the roller. If you have problems getting up and down off the floor, ask somebody for help or grab a chair to help you get up and down off the floor, okay, guys? Sometimes even getting down there and getting up is a stretch. So I get this. Ask for help or get something stable around you to get you up and down. We're just going to start by sitting on top of our foam rollers, right where our sit bones are. Get into a comfortable position there where you're feeling balanced on the foam roller. You can just hold on to your knees for a bit. Sit up nice and tall. We're just going to start by rolling the shoulders up, back, and gently pressing them down away from the ears. And we're going to start with just letting go of tension here before we start. So take a deep breath in, send it all the way down into the belly. And as you let go, and let go of tension. So just starting by relaxing the face, the shoulders, relax the belly. Even if sitting here is making your glutes tense up, see if you can relax the glutes around the roller. And we'll do that a couple times here just to get rid of any excess tension that's going on at the moment. You can let out an audible sigh if you want. Sometimes that feels good just to let go. Good. Once you do feel a little more relaxed and you're relaxing your glutes a little bit, we're just going to start by rolling just forward and back over those sit bones. Take your time. You might feel a little sore here. So just remembering, that you don't want to be tensing up or clenching underneath the roller. If you are, take a couple more deep breaths and then continue on, seeing if you can relax that muscle group. Good. And then I'm going to start by just rolling over onto my right glute or cheek a little bit more. You can use your right hand for support behind you. And we're just gonna focus on our right side. So just rolling forward and back there a little bit. See how you feel there. If you feel like you need a little extra or to get right in there a little deeper, if you're on your right side, take your right foot and cross it over top of your left knee, opening up the hip a bit. You know, you might find that as soon as you do that, you feel it right away. And you might even want to stay there and take a couple breaths for a moment just to relax into that right glute piriformis area. And you can always roll forward and back to find your spots as well. Any spots calling your name, hold on there for a couple breaths. See what works for you here. Keep breathing. Don't hold that breath. If you do feel like you're starting to clench up, hold for a moment, take a couple breaths, and see if you can relax into it. Okay, just a couple rolls on one side, and we'll see what goes on the other side. One side might feel a little different than the other, so just be prepared for that as well. So just start by seeing what's going on the left side. Left hand is supporting you behind you. I'm just getting forward a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. And the left side, left ankle can cross over top of the right knee. Take a couple breaths there, relax into it. And if you feel like you want to, you can go forward and back just a bit more. Finding those little spots where you're calling your name, and they might be different for everyone. Keep breathing. Don't hold that breath. Good. This can be a little bit hard on the wrists as well, so be mindful of that. Take breaks if you need to wring out the wrists a little bit, shake them out. Do that throughout as well, okay guys? So from there, we're actually going to get into the hamstring. So a big muscle group that heads right up into the glute pelvis area is the hamstring, so they can get tight as well. So sit your bum down behind the roller. And we're going to roll right up to the sit bones and right down to the knee, but don't roll in the underside of the knee. You don't want to roll out the joints there at all. So if the hamstrings are really tight, support with one leg down first so that you can kind of tailor the weight on the roller for that one hamstring there. Okay. If you're doing okay, you can always, do both at the same time. If you need a little extra here as well, you can always cross one leg over top of the other, and that way you can kind of roll out different areas of your hamstrings as well, so kind of twisting side to side. Let's see if that works for you. That's kind of a end level. It also works your abs a little bit too, so be mindful of that. And breathe. Don't hold the breath. Good. And while we're on our back side here, we're just going to sit our bums in front of the roller now. And one of my favorite spots to get is right at the top of our sacrum or the iliac crest there in the back. So where your hip bones kind of attach to the sacrum. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So I'm just going to lean back, work my back onto the ground, placing my sacrum or the top of my sacrum more on top of the roller. And then I'm just going to bring my knees up, widen them a little bit. I can grab hold of the tops of my knees, and I'm just going to go side to side. So you're just getting that attachment of the QL muscle, so the lower back, that attaches into the iliac crest in the back there, so the back of your hip bones there. And sometimes that area can get a little tight and a little sore. So you might not even know it until you start moving a little bit here side to side, and it feels really good. So stop in those areas that feel good to you. If it feels too much, back off, take breaks, and make sure that you're relaxed as well. So taking nice deep breaths and focusing your attention on that area being used at the moment. Good. You can even adjust where your legs are. If you pull in a little bit, you might be able to feel it a little bit more as well, or in a little bit of a different spot. And then to get up, roll over onto one side and push yourself up gently. And then we're going to do the lower back or our QL muscles while we're there as well. So I'm going to start by rolling out just the middle of the back. And we really want to protect our lumbar spine here. So we're almost going to be in a crunch position. You don't want your lower back rounding on top of the roller. So really take a moment to press the belly button in toward the spine, contracting your core almost as if you're rounded through the back. And then just take a couple rolls, not very many, just over that lumbar spine there. Okay, really contracting the core. You want to protect here. And then I'm going to take my right elbow and place it behind me, leaning over to the right side a little bit, getting right onto that right QL. So those QLs attach into the hip and the back, that iliac crest, and then attach right into the lower ribs there. These muscles are one of the ones that get super tight and super sore in a lot of people. So just a couple rolls over there on the right side. If you want to go a little deeper, right side, right knee comes up. You can hug it or hold on to it, and you might feel that right away. So just another option, not mandatory. See what works for you guys. Good. Couple rolls there, and we'll head over to the other side. So left elbow down. Give your left side a couple goes. One side might not feel the same as the other. And if you're feeling okay, you need a little more, you can always bring that left knee up and get in a little deeper there. Ooh, it feels so good. Good. Hopefully it feels good to you guys as well. So one more, we're going to get into the prone position. Those quads all the way up to our hip bones, hip flexors seem to get a little tight as well, especially if we're sitting a lot. They are a major muscle group into the pelvic region as well. So as we do, we're going to get onto, these guys always are sore for me. So just placing your roller into the middle of the mat, and you're going to come into a prone position, face down. So if we want to roll right up to the hip bone and right down to the knee, but not over top of the joint. So don't go up to your kneecap or over the kneecap at all, or right over into your belly. So I'm going to place my elbows underneath my shoulders. And a good way to have perfect alignment there is just grab onto opposite elbows so that you know that you're completely lined up. Takes a lot of pressure off the shoulder girdle there. Okay, so you don't want to be way out here or too in. Also, you want to tuck up your belly. So you don't want your belly sagging here as well. So tuck your belly button up and contract the core muscles and the abdominal muscles there. And then you can just start rolling forward and back over the quads there. Breathe, try to relax them, send your focus there. And then play around a little bit. So I'm just going to move my weight over to the side and then get right up into the attachment into the knee and right into the hip there. And you can always go into that IT band on the side as well. Be mindful. Breathe it out. That IT band is a common sore spot on a lot of people as well. And it's a band of connective tissue, not a muscle. Good. And you can go over to the other side. Use one leg for support as well. So I'm supporting my weight with one foot down so it doesn't have all too much weight on the roller here as well. Sometimes I actually feel a little heat when I'm rolling out as well, and that's a good thing. It's just bringing awareness to that muscle group, some extra circulation, some extra stimulation to those areas where we need it the most. So that is all for our foam rolling today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed that. As always, you know yourself better than anybody else, and if you're not sure, ask your physio, ask your doctor, see what's right for you in your position. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.